more News from the Chin with John C. Matthews.
Psychology Today, they're looking into whether casual sex is emotionally healthy. Will it fuck you up?
I feel like it's like drugs. Like if you just do it a little bit, it's fine. But if you do it a lot, it'll probably break your brain.
Yeah, you'd have to ask yourself, why are you doing this?
Yeah, like sooner or later you gotta fucking. You should probably. What is it? Pair bond or whatever the fuck the scientists call that shit, where you get a mate.
Yeah.
Sooner or later you should get a mate.
Rather than just go to the club all the time. That seems a little empty.
I mean, yeah. You are talking to him. It's fucking. It's yeah.
Well, I mean, what they get into here is that some people get upset because then they expect some sort of emotional bond that's not coming. I mean, did you ever feel that where you had sex with this lady and then, she doesn't care?
Oh no, that's chicks.
Yeah.
Bitch ass dudes.
Hey, I mean, we all want love.
Guys are allowed to have fucking feelings, but you got to know if you like the girl. If you like her, then you got to try to lock it down. But sometimes with the casual sex and the locking it down, to lock it down, you don't try to lock it down.
Right.
You let them come to you like a feral animal.
When was the last time you had true casual sex where you met some lady one night and then later that night it was on?
I don't really do that.
But you did.
I can't even remember. I can't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't really do that much. I actually like meet a chick, holler at her. Because they're usually coming to my house. So I like to vet them a bit before they enter my house.
Yeah, I remember when I was up in Humboldt.
Last time with that whore, when she talk robbed me, that was a real bummer. You know?
What is that?
When she was like, I feel uncomfortable. I think you're going to hurt me. I'm going to leave now. I was like, wait, you just took my money. And I couldn't do anything. I just had to fucking sit there and take it. Because I was in a nice apartment. I was like, oh, shit.
Did you find yourself trying to calm her down? No, I'm not going to hurt you. I was just kidding.
I was like, what are you talking about? Just give me back half. No, I can't do that. She would just finesse me. It's like, So, I try to be pickier about who I let in my house now. What, now you're saying up in Humboldt, what happened?
Well, I mean, there were a couple nights where things went down, but I remember there was one lady, we were drinking in a bar, and then she said, hey, do you want to get a room upstairs? I was like, wow, okay. And then I got a hotel room upstairs and took care of that. But, boy, I don't know if I think I regretted that one. I felt weird about it.
You regretted it?
Kind of.
Oh.
I don't know.
Why? Because you didn't fuck her long enough? You're like, damn, man, I spent $70. I only went 5 minutes. God damn it.
Well, might as well go to bed and pass out. Damn it.
Wah, wah, wah.
But they say here that women, more than men, were likely to worry about and regret their casual sexual encounter. And they're less emotionally satisfying for women than men, as you pointed out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like obvious. I don't know. It's like, what? That's like, why is water wet? You know, that type of shit. I don't know. That's just the way that shit is. And if a chick ain't built like that, you better watch out. Because she's fucking out cold. She's heartless. If she just out there catching dick with no feelings, like not giving a fuck, man, something happened to her when she was little.
Well,
what else?
And then, of course, finally they get into the idea that they should start teaching casual sex outcomes in school, which seems weird, but okay.
Jesus fucking Christ. School this, school. Just teach your kids, okay? You be in charge of you teaching your kids. How's that? That's part of being a parent. It's not just buying them the Nintendo Switch. You got to have weird talks with them about this shit. Not the school. Give too much power to the school, man. Ridiculous. So school should tell them about casual sex.
How it could hurt your hurt your heart.
Can you imagine that? You're like fucking English teachers. Like, let me talk to you. You ever just get a blowjob from some rando? Feels good when you come, but then afterwards you feel kind of empty, don't you? And you're like, yeah, I do. Yeah, shouldn't do that much. Thanks, Miss Anarchist, or whatever the fuck some teacher's name would be.
Sounds pretty
All
hot.
right, what else?
So this will not come as a surprise to you, but people lie during interviews for jobs.
You did.
No, I did not. You maintain that.
did.
I did not.
I asked you, did you listen to the show? Like,
I did.
And you didn't listen to the show. You just no, you didn't. You didn't listen to the show. You just heard like feeds.
I knew enough.
Yeah. Yeah. You just started feeds. That was it. You just listened to me doing fucking whatchamacallits.
Interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, interviews. I was like, we're gonna do this, and you're like, what? You never heard of it.
I'm a fast learner. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
But so the lying occurs on both ends, and the whole sort of situation is just kind of designed to.
What are some of the lies? Tell me.
Well, for example, the interviewer and interviewee, they both want to make each other sort of feel good on a certain level and sort of believe these lies and make each other comfortable to a certain extent.
So what are the lies?
Well, so, I mean, a good one would be your competency when it comes to past experiences and things like that. You're sort of obfuscating.
Yeah. Lied on that.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Now,
Yes, you did.
when it comes to lies on your part, how quickly someone can move up in the hierarchy. Oh, yeah. People get promoted all the time. We'll get you a raise.
What did I lie to you about?
Nothing. I'm saying, but that's
I'm just curious what I lied to you about.
how much, how well adapted you were as a human being. Or very stable and
Yeah.
easy to get along with.
I am easy to get along with. You're just a fucking liar. That was the problem. I don't get along that well with liars. You're like, oh yeah, I don't do that. Yeah, I do this all the time. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. And then when the rubber hit the road, we was in trouble.
And then also the people who are doing the
I know the show. And then we open up with Gay Week. I know the show. Then it was straight up fucking. The first week was just Gay Week. I'm like, dog.
Yeah, but all that stuff was crazy. It was crazy.
You understand who our listeners are? Like one maybe, but like, come on, man. Anyway,
people typically lie about things that are hard to verify. And now this one is interesting because I never know how to answer it. When they say, how much do you want for a salary? I'm like, a lot. I mean, do you ever have to answer that question? How much do you want for a salary?
My lawyer did that shit. He got me more money. I always negotiate. Never take what they offer you. Always push back. Worst they're gonna do is say no.
So do you wildly inflate what you want and then walk? Well, actually, don't tell me that now. I don't. Let's not ruin any future discussions. But that's something that you should
I don't even
think
deal with
about.
them cats no more. I just have my lawyer talk to them.
And of course, the young people are doing most of the lying, which sucks. And I can smell a mile away. So don't do that.
Yeah, and like if you are, just lie on your fucking resume. No one fucking, there's like 50 of them. Everyone's fucking lazy, and probably 1 out of 10 people actually will call up and do due diligence. Out of all the interns I've had, I'm like, yeah, you can put me on the resume. I've never had one call from any employer about if these people are good or not.
Oh, I have. And some people I will not co-sign because it follows you, and I don't need this person burning me down. Like, can I use his reference? Like,
yeah, sure. They call you.
Good luck.
Don't holler at this motherfucker unless you want someone showing up high every fucking day, late with excuses. So there you go. People lie on their resume
Constantly.
always. They lie on everything. Dates, resumes, anything where that you want to get some shit, they're not telling you the whole truth.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
And also, amazingly, those background checkers, they missed so much. They didn't catch my DUI. Like, it never even
Good
happened.
for you.
Like, yeah, great. Sweet. Although it was pretty old, but still.
They got my ass. I told you about it. They had brought me in, and there was all these people looking all fucking long face, and like I was like, what the fuck is going on? They were like, you didn't tell us about this. Like, I was 17. Like, it doesn't matter.
That was a lie.
Do I got the job still? Yes. Don't do it again. Okay, sure. Because I didn't even think I was, I didn't even think I was lying. I just, like, oh, whatever, dude. Not that big of a deal. Clearly, it mattered to them. So
You were young back then. That must have freaked you out a little bit, taking that meeting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved my whole life to fucking New York. I ain't had shit. So, like, if I'd have got fired, I'd just been ass out in New York. Like, oh, no. Yeah, I was shook. I left out that bitch like, whew.
Yikes.
I know, right? But I am a rap DJ. Like, come on, man.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna have some arrests on us.
Oh, yeah.
It's just kind of par for the course for a lot of us.
One of the stations where I worked, everyone on the air had been arrested at one point or another.
Oh yeah.
Radio, we're kind of dirtbags.
It's entertainment, man. It's entertainment. And it's like radio people are people that couldn't hack it on television. So we're extra fuck ups. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think all these radio people don't want to be on TV? We do. We couldn't get there. So we ended up on fucking radio. So yeah.
Just hanging on.
You're getting the misfits. Straight up. All right, what else?
So for some reason, there are guys out there who go to Reddit to ask dating advice. They crowdsource
Fucking
their...
lames. Simps. Reddit is a home of simps, dog. Those guys fucking suck.
I really don't go there anymore. You did.
I got
for a
homies
while.
that go on. Yeah, my fucking karma's great on Reddit. But the thing is like Reddit's I hate to be a dick, but 10% of Reddit is owned by China. So you know how I feel about China.
I do. You don't hide it.
They don't like us, dog, so I don't like them. So fuck China. But they set it up where it's like they set up these echo chambers. You get up karma or down karma. So if you say some shit that everybody likes, they vote it up. So and if you challenge an idea that's a popular idea, you get voted down. So it encourages echo chambers and it discourages discourse. And the only way one can get to the truth is to fucking have like debates and and have your ideas challenged. So fuck Reddit.
I'm more stunned that you were on Reddit and contributing to the point that you were. I mean, were you like having debates with people? And
I never really had any debates with anybody, man. Like I would say one thing and just walk away and get my little downvotes. But most of my shit was from pictures.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you were not talking about how do I get an erection and things like that. Probably.
No, I don't go on those groups. My homie does. Like they got groups for all that shit. I just use Reddit for memes. But like I see what people post and it's like everybody I hate posting basically. All those people that say the right things but never do whatever the fuck they're talking about. Those people.
Well, I'm sure you love the people who run the All Out Show page. Subreddit over there. Good people over there. All right, never mind. But
I don't know.
Okay. So they're out here in this dating subreddit and asking questions like, would it be inappropriate in your line of work to date a coworker?
This shit happens, but like nowadays, yeah, it's inappropriate. Unless you're like an actor. They always end up fucking their co-stars.
Yeah, but you got a timeline there. You got a escape hatch. 5 months, it's over. Well, I guess for this show, maybe not. But then also, what can I do to heal after being cheated on?
That's the other one. What can I do to? You see this bitch ass shit that these motherfuckers are asking? What can I do to heal after being cheated on?
How would you heal? Have you ever been cheated on?
As far in my brain, no, because I never caught none of the girls I've been with cheating on me. Have they cheated on me? Probably. You know what I mean? But in my brain, they haven't. So there you go. I've never been cheated on.
So, but the advice...
You know why I think like that? Because I'm not some fucking weirdo. I'm not like, I wonder if they cheated. I ain't catch them. They ain't cheat.
Could you overcome that in a relationship?
I don't know, dog. Like, I don't know. I haven't been confronted with it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go to the internet and find that shit out. I've never even been on WebMD one time. You know what I'm saying? Like the last thing I asked the internet was how to get the smell of the cat piss remover out of my fucking floor. Because my floor smells like a Glade plug-in.
How'd that go?
And it actually shot me to Reddit, and it was fucking like vinegar and peroxide and shit like that. It's all the basic shit. My shit still stinks. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah.
All right, another question. How long does it usually take you to get over a woman after a breakup?
Me? Fucking 10 years, because I'm fucking damaged.
Well, they were saying here...
Damaged.
I mean...
Yeah.
They were saying here about 6 weeks. That seems really short to me. That was a good number they gave. A month and a... 6 weeks, month and a half.
To get over a girl? That's what you think.
That's crazy.
That's how long it takes a chick to get over you. Women get over men mad quick. They feel it deeply and painfully. I've said this before. They feel it's stab wounds to them, and they feel it, and they're hurting. They cry. They'll fuck around and fuck your homeboy to get back at you or some shit like that. And then they move on. And fellas, we just ache forever. We just have heart punches for the next 15 fucking years of our life.
The popular one, how often do you text in a relationship? And the popular answer was, I don't know, a couple times a day, it looks like. That's normal, I suppose. Not for you.
Me in a relationship? I don't know. I haven't been in one in a minute. Usually like, I don't know. It ends up being like once a day or some shit like that, just because, not because I got to check in, but like because I'm in a relationship with them, and hey, you was asking about this, here I found out. You know what I mean? Like you're sharing information, you're continuing a conversation, but it's not like just wanted to say goodnight.
Why not? People, it's friendly.
Just texting. That's for your 20s, I guess.
Yeah.
Just texting you to say goodnight.
Well, you're thinking about
I got home safe. Yeah, that's my fucking pet peeve. Booty calls or some shit. Like I'll fuck abroad and they'll be like, "Oh, I'll text you to let you know I got home," and I'll be like, "Don't."
God, you're terrible. It's a dangerous world out there. She could have had a car accident. Who knows?
It's not a dangerous. This is the safest it's been ever, dude.
Bad things happen.
Safest it's ever been, dog. Like 500 years ago, like fucking the Moors would roll up on in Ireland. Like you couldn't even live on the coast because Arab pirates would come and fucking take you and enslave you. Like it's super fucking chill now, dog.
You should come to my neighborhood.
Your neighborhood's lightweight compared to that other shit. Like back in the day, if you would have called somebody a liar, you would have had to have a fucking duel with them. You'd have had to shoot them. We're fucking. This is the most lightweight society ever. Like we're super fucking chill. At least in the first world. Third world, yeah, they're still fucking. They're harvesting organs and shit. They're kidnapping kids and fucking jacking their lungs.
Jacking their lungs.
I'm serious. Like up here, the first world, you know it's like first world because they'll steal a kid and butt fuck them. Like that's some luxury shit. Like down in the third world, they'll steal a kid and take their kidneys.
Well, isn't the preferred term now developing world? Developing.
Does that change the fact that they're shitting in the streets and the side of their house is made out of a fiberglass fence?
Not by much.
Me calling it the developing world. What is it developing? Herpes at 13? What the fuck is it I'm tired of these fucking bullshit euphemisms and little soft words. Sex worker. Hooker, dog. Whore. Prostitute. Sex worker. Like, does that take the dick out of her mouth? Like, get the fuck out of here. Custodial engineer.
Harsh.
Whatever. And they're taking pay cuts. When chicks were getting called whores back in the fucking when like prostitutes were being called whores and hookers back in the day, they're actually making more money then than they are now. They got prettier names and they took a pay cut. I'd rather get called something that's deemed shitty. And who's to say it's shitty? You know what I'm saying? What? That some fucking college guy said it's shitty, and get paid less? Fuck that. Call me the fucked up name. Call me the name that the college people think is fucked up, and I'll get paid more. And I won't take the pay cut. How's that?
It's a good argument.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna call you something nicer, but you're not gonna get paid as much. Okay, all right, but you got respect. It's like, who didn't respect me in the first place? You. You proved it by changing my name. It's just janitors aren't even fucking janitors. Give me a fucking break.
Got another study here talking about romance movies, and they may be a social problem. They're fucking people up, and you've been saying that for years. It seems like that they portray the world in this unrealistic way that, okay, suddenly at the end of each movie, everyone gets paired up and lives happily ever after.
All problems are resolved magically. Yeah, shit doesn't work that way. You gotta work through shit. Fucking, it does. It fucks people up, man. And romance and porn.
They do.
Just creates unrealistic hopes for relationships, man. It's bad for your brain.
And it also stigmatizes being single. And according to this, about 50.2% of adults in the U.S. are single.
And it stigmatizes being single. There had to be a victim, didn't there? There had to be a victim. They couldn't just fucking. They just couldn't do a fucking study without a victim. All right, it stigmatizes being single. Okay. Well, to be fair, we kind of are. We have been put on the earth to procreate. So like, fucking. You know,
it's natural.
You got one or two hermits and shit that go out in the woods and think about things, but like, you got, like me, I got this fucking house and it's big as shit, and it's just one person, and I was like, man, I need a partner. Like, I need to get a partner. Like, this is crazy. This is too much to handle for one fucking person.
Well, you've got the house. I think that'll be attractive too. Suddenly, hey, come back to the house rather than your
back
single
to the house,
pad.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I think we're meant to be coupled up.
Would you say you're lonely though?
I don't know. Sometimes I get anxious. I've been anxious lately, but not lonely.
I just can't see you living with somebody for a prolonged amount of time, but.
If I could have separate bedrooms just because of my sleeping problems, I think I'd be straight.
No. You're not going to do that to her, are you? Like, hey, why don't you go stay in your room tonight?
I'll fucking cuddle her to sleep and then fucking get up and go lay down.
Oh, that's a lot to ask. Shit. Okay.
I don't know, man. Look, hey, fucking Do you want fucking brain dead, cranky Jude, or do you want a fucking spoon at night? Which one do you want? I'd pick fucking somebody that's not brain dead. It's not gonna fucking cuss you out over like making a wrong turn or something. I told you it was fucking right. It was over there. You know, fucking screaming at her. You always do this shit. What? Never mind. Fuck that shit.
Well, when you put it that way, yes, I would support the separate beds.
Just fucking, give me another room just to sleep, man. It's important. It's fucking important. So romance movies bad for you. Why? Like, it's breaking people's brains.
And it looks as though where they're training young people to sort of get into marriage early, and then suddenly like, oh, this sucks, and then suddenly they have to get divorced. They got the kids thing happening. So,
but no, I disagree with this study. It's like shit's gonna suck, and you got to work through it. It's okay if you get married young, like you're supposed to. And then you grow together, but you got to stick with each other. Is my deal, and that like it's not going to be all fucking a bed of roses or like fucking running after each other in the rain, or you're out there with a fucking boombox playing their favorite song. Like that shit ain't the one.
Oh, I would agree with that.
It's like literally having to work through some shit or just being pissed off at somebody all day fucking long, and be like, all right, we got to talk about this.
Well, that's absolutely true, but I think the divorce rate suggests that there is something societally happening where people are getting married too early, or I mean, everyone's just breaking up all the time.
Nah, I don't think it's too early. It's they're unrealistic expectations, and also you have like me, I'm like the first generation of divorcees. Like, so we didn't have that blueprint to see how fucking like people stay together. Like I know a bunch of older people that come from divorced families that just aren't together. They just don't. They're just kind of single because they don't know how to fucking stick it out.
Sure,
that's how their parents bail. So like they don't know how to stick it out. They just fucking peace.
I've come across women over the years who've been divorced 3 times, 4 times. I mean, I don't hold it against them, but I'm like, wow, damn, what's that all about? But
hey, I don't know. What else in the news?
Come across. Study here looking at young adults, especially men, are having less sex, and
really, well, they don't go outside as much.
That is pretty much
they
it.
Play on the video. They play on the video games. They don't go outside as much. And you got all the fucking the gender. No one knows gender roles anymore.
And the term they use here is delayed adulthood. This could be a factor.
It seems to me as technology gets better, it takes us longer to grow up.
Also, your favorite, the fear of pregnancy. This is something that people are worried about.
But the motherfuckers are going raw more than like they're going raw like it's the 70s.
You think that's true? Overall?
Yeah, man. Like we got all paranoid because of fucking. I still went raw, but like we was all paranoid because of AIDS and shit. Like no one's afraid of AIDS, so I think they're going raw more now than we were going raw.
And you think the women are into that? Or are they coercing the ladies into doing this?
It's the women don't stop them. You just go raw. They don't be like, hey, you should wear a condom. They do it to me because I'm a fucking whore, but whatever.
They're saying unmarried, low-income, and unemployed or part-time employed men were more likely to have had no sex within the past year.
Those guys, aren't those guys called incels? I thought I'm being dead ass. Like I think they're called incels. Yeah, I think they're being called incels. So there's that. Yeah.
You've had sex within the past year, though, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I got that doctor's appointment, so as soon as the doctor fucking clears me from my rash, even though it's not contagious or anything, I just don't feel sexy.
What is this rash? Explain this to me.
I don't know. She told me it was some big name. I was like, how'd I get it? She was like, it's from like dampness and shit.
Dampness?
I fucking probably didn't wash up properly or some shit and got a goddamn rash.
Is it a fungus?
No, I don't know what the no that they try to treat it with an antifungal and it just fucking lit me up even worse. So it took longer to heal. I'm going in on Thursday.
Well, good luck with that.
Fucking hung young, dude.
Would you stop throwing her under the bus like that?
That's when that shit fucking. All right, I should have washed up, but let's be real. I was super fucking high. She came over, I fucked, and I passed out. So it's my own fault. I have to look in the mirror on this one. Jude, you should have fucking hopped in the shower. Instead, you just passed out. But to be fair, I was gone on a tank of nitrous.
There are a number of factors to look at there.
Yeah.
So, but back to the sexless kids again for a second. They're also pointing to porn as a problem. Which
yeah. You don't have to go outside. Like, it's so easy to get a nut. So fucking easy. You know, you're a fucking chronic masturbator.
I'm working on that.
It's so easy to get a nut. But like the fact that you're a chronic masturbator, you're not a teenage boy, but in a way you kind of are.
I see.
Think about it. You got a futon. You live with a bunch of roommates. You jack off all the time, and you don't go out.
It's a giant house. They're sort of partitioned off in apartments. It's essentially an apartment building.
I'm just telling you, man.
All right, fine.
I'm just spitting facts over here, bro.
But
you're basically this guy, dude.
Well, there is sex.
So
on the
why
horizon.
aren't you having sex?
Sex is on the horizon. Well, I mean,
no, I mean, it's been on the horizon for quite some time. But why aren't you fucking?
Well, right now, I mean, quite literally, it's kind of hard to go out and meet women. I mean, that's just a fact. I'm sure I could figure that out, but you know, my normal avenues are not. Well, sure,
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good.
And where are you meeting these
excuses.
People? Where are you meeting these people?
I got some old ones and new ones. So they're
You got a stable going
through friends and shit. You got friends,
sure.
So there you go.
I've got it. Don't worry about it. It's coming.
All right.
So it's true. All right.
She lives in Kansas. She's flying in. She's flying in as soon as I open up the restaurants.
I finally found a lady in LA. So
there you go.
We're good to go. Come on, man.
Hey. All right.
So there's a study out looking at a link between self-control in childhood and success later in life. So the kids who are kind of reckless, frustrated with projects, they didn't do so well when it comes to sort of economics, health, everything. So you gotta
all that shit, man. They got that remember the marshmallow test that they're always talking about? They're like, there's one marshmallow. It's basically, and it's fucked up, man. Like the majority, like if kids come from like decent homes, they're like, you have one marshmallow. If you wait 10 minutes, you can have 2 marshmallows.
Oh, right. Okay.
And like all the kids from good houses, they wait 10 minutes. And like a lot of the kids from bad, not all the kids, the majority of the kids from good houses, they just sit there and they wait their 10 minutes. They have urge control. And then the kids from like fucked up homes and shit, they're like, they just fucking scarf the marshmallow. I would have been the latter, and I had to teach myself how to be more better about
self-control.
I
mean, would you say that you have self-control now in terms of your various excesses, whether it's sex or drugs?
Yes and no. It's weird. It's like I lack I got some self-control, but I also have like a work ethic and drive that like balance the shit out that allow me to fucking live hard, like work hard and play hard.
And so what was that tipping point, though, if you didn't have self-control as a kid? When did you say, hey, I got to pull this together?
Oh, when I went to school with rich kids, and I got to see the other side, and I was like, oh, shit, man, like, damn. Like, I was looking at, These kids, their houses were as big as the apartment I was in, you know? So I was just like, damn, like I got to see that there was like another way of living. And I was like, I want that shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck this shit. I want that shit. What are they doing? And it took me a while to kind of figure it out. First I hated them, and then I studied them, and, you know. First there was envy, and then it was like, all right, what are they doing? What do I got to do? What do I got to do here? So,
well, how would you teach your kids self-control? Because they are suggesting that you got to strike when the kids are young to sort of fix these larger problems.
you just got to make them do chores and make them do shit. Make them do shit they don't want to do.
Right.
That's all. And delayed gratification. Put them in situations where it delays gratification. All right, man. If you do this, and that, then you can have that. You know.
Teach them you can't.
You do not get that.
Right. You can't always get what you want.
Torture them in front of it, right in front of them. Like smash it, break it right in front of them. See, I told you.
Nice.
Should have done it.
Sounds like abuse.
These little things, fucking, they stick with you, man. They do. No one wants to be ashamed. No one wants to be hurt. Like pain and shame help make you a better person. Not constant, but like little doses of that shit. You need that stuff, man.
Oh, of course, suffering.
Yeah, dude, you need to suffer. You need to fucking suffer to become a better person. That's why we have so many fucking dipshits running around right now. They don't suffer. And then when they have like something that they think is suffering, they're like, I'm suffering. And like, that's not suffering. You're just fucking complaining. Shut up. But whatever. So yeah, the self-control is really
it's a factor.
It's a fucking factor, and it's something I battle with myself. Really, it's a daily battle. It's fucking daily. It's fucking crazy. So this is not somebody that hasn't battled it that's saying you need to get it. You know what I mean? Like fucking, I deal with it, man. So if you want to do better, fucking learn how to control your fucking actions and emotions.
And start the suffering.
Yeah. I guess control your emotions, and then through that you can control your actions. All things start with thought.
I do have some good news for you.
Give it to me.
And now, time for good news.
There is this young girl out of New Orleans. She's now onto her second book. And meaning she's written a couple books here. She is, again, from New Orleans, and her name is Alyssa. Yes. And it took off. She wrote a book about the kids were being mean about her afro or something. And she wrote this book called My Big Curly Fro, and turned into a coloring book and things like that. And nice. People are buying this.
Love yourself. Love thyself.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good thing to do. Just love yourself, claim yourself. And it's tough, man. Like when you're a kid, all you want to do is fucking just blend in. That's survival. It's like survive. You just want to survive, dog. Because kids are savages.
What's wrong with an afro? I would love a giant afro.
You can go with your giant chin.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, that's dope. So, fuck yeah. Congratulations to her.
Oh, one more thing.
And I like that she's claiming her shit. You know what I mean? Like, claim your shit.
She's got a new book out called Seasoned with Love. It's about a little girl who's cooking and adding different life ingredients, about being friendly and, that kind of thing. It's just, it's a kid's book. She's 7 years old, so.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, you know me. I'm a proponent of books and a proponent of self-love and a proponent of hustling. So she's doing all three of those things. So fucking get it in.
Alyssa McClelland.
Get it in, little kid.
Alyssa McClelland.
What's her name?
Alyssa McClelland out of New Orleans.
There it is. Guess what? That's the news. I want to thank everybody for listening. And if you listen to the first half of the show with all of the everybody calling up and playing their jams that they danced to or gigged to or drove to or whatever, I appreciate y'all. Even if some of the shit you weren't fucking with, just everybody came from a different place, but we ended up here. So keep that in mind. And I actually learned some fucking songs I was really fucking with. So you got a list of them, or oh no, you probably didn't write them down. Huh,
Oh
John?
my goodness, that would have been impossible. But no, I mean, we can figure that out.
That's I'm not gonna wait. There was a lot. There was a lot. I couldn't write them down either because I was talking. I can't talk and write at the same time. I can't do much. John, Keenan, shout out to both of y'all, producers of the show. At Kyle O'King, at John Z. Matthews. My name is Jude. The show is All Out Show. Appreciate all of y'all. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back with you Monday. Let's go.